was that the culmination? Because I feel like a lot of people make it seem like this is what makes people think, oh, for sure they checking in with 6-0s and beyond the fact that he's remote. Why afterwards? Because I'll tell you this, from my perspective, and this is just being honest, I know the weed rumor was spread.
Maybe he asked the motherfuckers to help him step, and motherfuckers said, man, motherfucker, these shoes don't work, nigga. You ain't been over here kicking it with us, nigga. What the fuck is we stepping for, nigga? You fly some niggas out here and step, nigga. Maybe he did that. Maybe he thought that we was supposed to automatically step because we was from 60s. Like, nigga, ain't nobody ever went on no skit with you or shared the spread or had to count on you and piece up 250 on the Knicks sack, nigga.
Mm. So what, like, because a lot of people would be like, damn, was he like supposed to pay these guys off and he didn't? So now they're tripping on him. That was always what I thought.
I don't know what he dropped
before I even heard the.
I don't know, to answer your question, I don't know what he dropped his flag for. I even DM'd him like, hey, you doing the wrong thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what you going through, but don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? He hit into a story because he was telling little jingles when we did the interview, but he hit into a story about if you see something coming and you change your style up before it hits, maybe him premeditating the feds was coming. And he put out a message to the public to clear himself of a situation. That the way he presented the story that's what I took from it.
Like a preemptive challenge?
No, like, all right, the feds about to put me in a RICO. I'm dropping my flag publicly to clean my shit up. That's what I took from the story that he gave to compare.
But that would be a dumbass thought because just because you say like I'm not, that's like I'm a Hell's Angel and I fucking like killed 3 people.
But there's a lot of us a horse's mouth.
Yeah, I know, but that's.
But there's a lot of us who, a lot of people clearly kind of feel that way about Dirk in the sense of like, okay, yeah, maybe he ordered this murder, but he's been Muslim for like 6 months, so you know. Like maybe we could just chill. Oh, probably longer, but it's a relatively new development.
Look, like, and that's like when they just had
Muslim. He just been on his day for the last year or two,
playing into it.
The dude that was the mayor of one of the municipalities that had given Dirk the keys of the city. There's like 2 different parts of Chicago or like the greater Illinois area or whatever that given it. One of them denounced him off rip and was like, yo, you like them keys are chalked.
That's a political move.
But it's another one that still got his 150. Return the money too. You gonna keep the money he donated and then take the keys?
That's like the black dude, right? He like a mayor. And he said, like, how am I gonna go against, like, first of all, he hasn't been convicted yet. Right. So I ain't going to like, and second of all, this is like a
RNS.
And he's been right. And he's
real
been,
nigga
right.
shit.
And what happens to that money if he gives it back? It goes to a lawyer. It goes to someone trying to beat a murder.
What he's saying is
I'm gonna keep that.
I'm black and I ain't giving it back. And I got Dirk's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he gave us $200,000. There's no way he committed a murder for hire.
Well,
he had enough money just to give the city $200,000. He have enough money to.
He basically was saying innocent until proven guilty in a broken system.
If he was gonna pay for murder for hire, he would have donated back to the community, and that's the person, the political officials' standpoint.
Well, because
exactly,
because that's exactly what he's doing, and that's kind of what you were alluding to with he's been Muslim for the past. No, yeah, he's been doing that for a minute, to be honest with you, and he's been like on a spiritual journey and trying to self-discovery and all that, and he's giving. That's why he literally, the week he gets wrapped up, what did he do? A huge concert for the city of Chicago, and he's literally.
How was that for the city of Chicago when you sell tickets
off of it?
You charge for tickets.
Well, I mean, like even him having that montage, you know what I mean? Like
put something up on the leaderboard for a few minutes, like whatever.
I mean, but that's a bold move considering the circumstances. Like it's like the whole podcast he did with Gillian Wallow.
But when you actually watch I watched the whole vlog that DJU put out and stuff, and it's like, you know, yeah, it's cool that they put those faces up there and shit, but it's not like Dirk said anything about it. It's not like he fucking acknowledged it or drew some extra attention to it or whatever.
It could have been this.
And like, let's be real.
How many helmets we got? Up on the scoreboard.
If you're the most menacing fucking gangster killer of all time, it's kind of like the most gangster thing you could do to say RIP to a bunch of people who you do not give a fuck about their death, or you maybe weren't even in some way involved in. Like, I don't really like take him doing that and putting those names up as any kind of like real serious statement about his intentions changing. You know, it's like, it's just too little. Like, really what J Maine's been doing, that to me is impressive. Now, granted, J Maine like obviously is like a smaller name than Dirk and everything, but J Maine going to O-Block, that's a big deal. That's like something that
with the Muslims.
Yeah, that's something that even like 6 months ago or a year ago when we were talking about it, like we didn't even consider that a possibility.
Listen,
there's a clip of Young telling J Maine like, "Oh, if you so about pushing peace, why don't you go to O-Block?" And then it actually happened. That's a pretty big deal.
When the Muslims get involved, it's just something, I don't know if it's their frequency that they programming on, but it's like the first time that we had a peace talk with the Overs, like I said, when I was younger, it was Farrakhan or one of them had through the meeting, whatever it was. Like when the Muslims get involved in the black community, they go through the gang leaders that's Muslim, and that should be together. Like people go in there and they know can't no bullshit happen. Because one thing about Muslims, they believe in disciplinary action. So it's like, all right, go ahead, fuck up the peace if you want. Everybody just be ready for it to go left.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you get it. You can feel it when you come. That's the tension in the air. Like everybody get on a black man. If y'all can't get along,